What's good, y'all? What's good? I don't know if I did this video before, but I seen this video yesterday talking about deja vu, and it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. Like, as far as the internet, like, that's why discernment is so important, because there's a lot of people on the internet just saying stuff, and then there's some people that's saying good stuff that makes sense. And I'm saying, like, I'm one of those people. Like, I be on here, I get messages and then I put them out there. I give my perspective on things. I'm not saying it's fact or it's law, but some people be on here with their opinions or their perspective, and they talking like it's law. So I'm just, majority of the time, anytime I say something, it's from my perspective or my experience. So don't take it like it's law or whatever. But there's a lot of people out there, and you just gotta use your discernment. So anyway, back to deja vu. So I get different people, like the way people explain deja vu, and from my perspective, the way I experienced deja vu was basically exactly like it was in the Matrix. So I don't experience deja vu a lot. The one time that I remember experiencing deja vu vividly was with my ex. So and my son is my witness to this situation. So I remember, and this is when my spiritual awakening was happening, and I was still with him, still in love with him, whatever. But yeah, so one day he woke up and he's like, I'm not gonna say frantic about a dream, but he's telling me about this dream, and he's going like into detail. It felt like it seemed like it was like a vivid dream or like a memory, like he was actually there. So he's telling me this dream, he's explaining to me everything that happened in the dream, to the point where he drew the image of the dream and explained the dream. Like, I basically saw the dream with him, and then he drew it. Now, my ex he was an artist when he was a child, when he was younger. And then, like, as he got older, he just had a complete aversion to drawing. Like, he did not want to know nothing about drawing. He didn't want to draw nothing, like, at all. So the fact that he took the time to draw this dream out, I knew it was something serious. So that happened. And then, like, I don't even know. It could have been, like, I can't even give you a time frame. I know it was, like, a big time frame, but not a really big time frame, but it was a short time frame. I can't even tell you what kind of time frame it was. But one day he did the same exact thing, like from beginning to end. Like, he got up the same way, frantic but not like crazy, and then he did the same exact thing. But this time my son, like my son was there like the beginning to end this time. Before, he was there for the drawing, but he wasn't there for the beginning. So this time he was there from the beginning. Like, as soon as he woke up, did the same exact, like, same word, same exact thing. He drew the same exact picture. I wish I saved the goddamn picture, because then it would have been crazy. So yeah, like, it was just like the Matrix to me. Like, when in the movie The Matrix, when he saw the cat, right? He saw the cat twice, and they were like, wait, what happened? He's like deja vu, and they were like, wow, what happened? What did you see? And he's like, I saw the cat, da da da. And then that's when they knew something was wrong. Something wasn't right in their world anymore. So that's how I see what had happened to me. Like, oh, you need to be cautious of your husband. Like, something ain't right. And it was true. So, like, from that moment, I was pretty much cautious and just looked out more as far as, like, our relationship, or, like, things that, involve him, whatever he says, whatever he does, keep an eye out. And it was correct. It was right. So, like I said, it was always my ancestors looking out for me, my guys looking out for me for that particular situation. Because I'm on here and I'm hearing people talk about deja vu is you catching up to a past timeline and da 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 da. And I'm like, I don't see it as that. It could be that. That could be their perspective. But from my perspective, when I seen that deja vu situation, it made me question and made me be cautious. It made me say, oh wait, something ain't right. There's an op around or something. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't take it as, oh, it's a timeline jump, but that could be what it is. Because to me, timeline jumps to me is just decisions. anytime people talk about timelines and all that stuff, like, I know people want to sound all esoteric and all spiritual and all that stuff, but I'm like, sometimes you gotta simplify things for people, because if you talk too advanced or whatever, like, you kind of lose the message. Like, at the end of the day, a timeline jump is basically a decision. We make decisions all day, every day. Like, that's why there's timelines all the time. If you decide to go in the kitchen instead of going to the bathroom, that's a different timeline. You know what I'm saying? Like, so people are like, oh yeah, I jumped a new timeline. Anytime you make a decision, you're jumping a new timeline. Anytime you make a decision. Like I said, this is my perspective. Somebody else might have a different perspective, but that is my perspective as far as timeline jumping. And then even to that point, I'm going off right now more than deja vu. But even that point, like, as far as, like, it goes back to my last video too, as far as anytime you, like, level up, you're meeting different people. That to me is like a time, like, it feels like more of a timeline jump for people talking about, like, I made the distinction. It was actually something I was just reading. I made the distinction of, like, I was still talking to people that I should have let go. Like, this is last year. I was still talking to people and staying in people's lives who I should have let go of. And I just kept holding on to them until, like, they just showed me, like, you got to get out this loop with them. And then I'm telling you, no lie, as soon as I let that person go, a new soulmate came in and just taught me a new lesson and leveled me up. So to me, that would be considered a timeline jump. You know what I mean? Like, I made a decision, but it not only did it timeline jump because of the decision I made, but it brought me to a level up, if that makes sense. Like, I met a new soulmate who helped me heal traumas that I didn't even know I was still dealing with. You know what I mean? So, like, that was, I was like, no lie, I was just reading that shit. So as far as, like, paying attention to your decisions and the people around you. Yeah, so that's gonna go into the next video I'm about to make. So yeah. Yeah, deja vu. Your perspective.